How did you feel when you saw this lawsuit that made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill has?
I mean, to each their own, and why would they not have sex when they're gay rappers?
They.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know.
When the feds raided Diddy's homes, they didn't just take laptops and hard drives, they cracked open a vault of sins. And now, the tapes are leaking. Real footage, real names. Some of the biggest black celebs in the game allegedly caught up in Diddy's wild underground. And now these tapes are going to be played in the trial, and the names are about to be confirmed. So who are these black celebs that are about to go down? Now here's where things start sliding sideways. Literally. One of the wildest tapes tied to the raid got Rick Ross out here looking real suspect. You might remember that clip where Ross and Diddy were washing a car together, talking about slippery soap. At the time, it looked like just two rich dudes doing promo.
Whenever I wash a car, I'm gonna make sure I use slippery soap. Like, why would anybody else do anything else? Slippery soap, slippery soap.
Sweating good. We just finished washing Carisha truck.
Yeah.
Slippery soap.
And Mama Combs.
Mama Combs convertible,
new car.
brand new.
Yeah.
That brand new. That thing is pristine. Mama Combs, how you like the slippery soap?
But now, with all these baby oil rumors in the mix and over 1,000 bottles reportedly found during the raid, that moment hit different, especially when Diddy's standing behind Ross on top of the car, smiling like he already knows the world about to catch up.
Yeah. I give it to God. Happy Friday. And if you wasn't gonna say it's not too late, I almost missed it. Don't miss it. All the negativity, all that shit, anything that ain't making you feel good, get. Let go and let God.
And people noticed. One user said, "Slippery don't sound good coming out of puffy mouth," while another said, and after they finish washing the cars, they all go have a threesome. Even Ross's ex-wife, Tia Kemp, kinda hinted at it. She hit IG Live heated, straight up saying Ross wasn't just around Diddy's events. He was allegedly deep in them. According to her, he was part of those parties. And when things started leaking, he moved like he was trying to cover his tracks. She even claimed he tried to silence her permanently after she found out too much.
Do you see me bouncing up and down in Maybachs and 30-foot ceilings and chandeliers jumping out the ceilings? You see what's up there, man. You see a wooden fan. You don't see no 30-foot ceilings and stuff in here. You don't see no $500,000 paintings on my walls. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me flying around going to Greece, Senegal, and all these other continents on a jet with his black card spinning up his money. You ain't seen me with a Birkin crocodile bag, none of that stuff. You ain't seen me with no 15, 20 carat diamond ring yet. Like, don't you ever try me like that, man, because I'm about my money.
Another name that might not surprise you too much is that of Meek Mill. He has already been named in several of the lawsuits, and we have all heard that wild audio of him screaming. But according to reports, it goes way deeper. Allegedly, there are hours of footage featuring Meek. And if what insiders are saying is true, what's on those tapes could end his career for good. I mean, there are already clips making round online. Y'all remember that old poolside clip with Diddy calling Meek daddy and saying, "I love you." Just hella weird.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Also, we can't forget about Meek's birthday incident. Diddy went all out for Meek Mill's birthday, renting out the extravagant Parisian palace in Las Vegas for a whopping $25,000. When the party ended around 3 a.m., The Parisian palace was left looking like a crime scene. The property manager, Jason Haight, described it as disgusting. Stained bedding, used broken bottles, and even half an ounce of nose candy scattered around the mansion. And get this, before the party even began, Diddy made some suspicious requests. He ordered new locks for every bedroom, demanding that only he receive the keys. He even brought in his own smoke detectors, which his team installed and removed after the event. Allegedly, these locked rooms were where the freak-off happened, and Diddy took charge of everything, calling the shots on who slept with whom, and allegedly, everything was recorded for Diddy's private collection. And that audio of Meek getting his cheeks clapped was allegedly recorded at this party. Ever since the entire Diddy thing started, Meek has been laying low overseas. Folks online think it ain't just vacation. He might be staying out of the way cause he knows he's next in line to get called out. Allegedly, Meek wasn't just around Diddy, he was his so-called longest boy toy. And the way he's gone silent since Diddy's arrest got people side-eyeing heavy. That love he shouted in that pool video is not being heard the same no more. Then the streets started bringing up Brycer Gray, aka Hakeem from Empire. While he was blowing up on screen, off camera was a whole different scene. At first, they said he was getting mentored. Will Smith, Lee Daniels, Diddy, even Meek Mill showing face. But now sources say that mentorship was just the front. Behind the curtains, Brycer was allegedly being prepped, not for stardom, but for silence.
Him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
And word is, he's lining up a $50 million lawsuit against both Diddy and Will. If it sticks, it's gonna shake the industry for real. That's when the internet threw YK Osiris into the mix. For a while now, people been asking why he shows up in the weirdest places with the weirdest folks. According to several sources, YK was allegedly Diddy's boy toy, and that Jamaica trip back in 2021, folks say Diddy footed the whole thing. YK was out here posting shirtless pool pics of Diddy with prayer hand emojis, then followed that up with a shot of himself getting a sensual massage, laid up talking about fruit, vibes, and how much he loved the weather, while Diddy's music played in the background. His Instagram turned into a solo villa showcase, flexing like a sponsored guest. Then he deleted that fruit pic, and people knew something was off. Around that same time, YK claimed he was broke and said he sold off his Lambo, Rolls, and everything else. But how was he affording all that luxury?
Man, I sold my Lamborghini, I sold my Rolls Royce, I sold my Cadillacs. Yes, sirski. Yes, sirski. Ride that thing. Hey, I'm about to beat that charge. Man, what the ain't gonna lie. This thing gonna be yourself. I ain't gonna cap to you. I got a floss for you, nigga. God, I ain't got a floss for you, nigga, man. If y'all gonna think what y'all wanna think. If I do got it, don't got it. Y'all gonna think what y'all wanna think. I love this Honda. I ain't riding no Lamborghini. I got a floss for you, nigga. That's what's wrong with you, nigga.
And when his baby mama exposed him for being caught in bed with another man, it got dark. YK didn't deny it on The Breakfast Club. He giggled, ducked, and spiraled.
Nobody would ever say that one.
Oh, yeah.
So here goes envy.
They said that he was Diddy's boy toy.
Yeah, I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
I was in Jamaica
Osiris
with
in Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
See?
Not long after, he went full meltdown online, blaming the industry, saying he felt used, and everything pointed back to Diddy.
And I'll be honest with you, bro. I want to get out this music industry because this is not for me. But I do it because I feed my family. But I don't want to be in this. This is not what God want me to do. God don't want me to do this. But I do it to feed my family. And I want to get out this. I want to get out of the music industry because yes, you go through pain. You go through this because this is what the devil wants you to go through to destroy yourself.
And when it comes to Diddy, 50 been calling things out way before these raids happened. He posted old lyrics from a Rick Ross track called UOENO, where Ross brags about doing some real sick stuff, and then paired that with a picture of him and Diddy saying, WTF, at some point you just gotta do the right thing. Back then, it looked like 50 was trolling, but now it's looking like he saw it coming all along. Also, another tape that wouldn't be too surprising is that of Usher. Allegedly, Kim Porter had CCTV footage of Diddy and Usher going at it. Kim allegedly kept it as a leverage, and when she passed away, all her electronics disappeared. Just to remind you, Usher met Diddy young. At 13, he was part of Diddy's Flavor Camp, which now sounds more like a cover than a mentorship program.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
But now, people are like, wait, what? Especially since rumors claim Usher got hospitalized after allegedly catching something from Diddy during those days.
I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know.
Then came the biggest bombshell, Kim Porter's book. After her passing, her estate allegedly discovered tapes Diddy made of himself with underage male artists he used to manage. And insiders are saying one of those tapes might have featured Usher at 18. Once that news started floating, Usher wiped his tweets and dipped from the spotlight. It's kind of weird that right after those claims came out, Usher just vanished online. The timing didn't help. Folks remember how Diddy once joked about them wrestling over Frosted Flakes and all that before pause was invented, but no one's laughing now. Then comes Jay-Z's name. Now this ain't even about being at parties. It's deeper. Him and Diddy been tight for years. Diddy even hosted Jay's billionaire party, but rumors been around that Jay knew something about what happened to Kathy White, his alleged side chick who passed away suddenly after reportedly getting pregnant. Some now believe Diddy had tapes or knowledge about that situation, and that it might have been used to hold something over Jay.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right?
And if that footage ever sees the light, it could flip the industry upside down, especially since Jay's kept everything squeaky clean on the surface for years. Then there's Nicki Minaj. Before she popped off, Diddy managed her for a short time, but according to rumors, he tried to recruit her into the same wild setups he had with others. Nicki wasn't having it. She's always said she'd never let a man disrespect her like that, but when she started dating Meek, word on the street is Meek might have fed her right back to the wolves. That got folks wondering how much she really knew, or if she was being dragged into something against her will. Nicki once said, "I vowed from that age, no man would ever me." And with everything going on, people think those weren't just random words. Even in interviews, she hinted at undercover brothers in the industry. It all kind of fits now.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen!
Now, French Montana, he ain't off the radar either. Remember that video where Diddy sang happy birthday to him and they both were dripping in baby oil?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Back then it was odd. Now, after the feds found thousands of those bottles in Diddy's spot, folks saying that wasn't no regular celebration. Even The Game found himself linked to Diddy once. He was rolling with him for a minute, partying heavy before signing with Dr. Dre instead of going to Bad Boy. At the time, he brushed it off, saying Diddy just liked to party. But over the years, he's spoken up more seriously.
And before you got with Dre, wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just,
He's called out closeted rappers who, according to him, are spreading infections and harming people who have no idea what's really going on. He's emphasized that if someone is gay, they should be open about it and not hide behind a facade. And when someone asked if he had ever worked with a closeted rapper, he admitted he probably had.
Would you really be surprised that there would already be an established gay rapper who's in the closet? Considering how many gay people there are in entertainment.
Oh, no. I think that there are several rappers that are in the closet and gay. And see, those are the type of gay people the only type of gay people I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with gay people. Gay people are, Beyonce should have said, who run the world? Gays. Because they everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so speaking, man. Do you. It's a free country. Be gay. You can, do that. Game don't have a problem with gay people. Game has a problem with people that are pretending not to be gay, but that are gay. Because the number one issue with that is that you can be fooling somebody and you can give them AIDS and they can die. And so that in the closet is real scary, you know what I'm saying?
And one celeb who has himself confirmed that he is on him. Diddy Tapes is Orlando Brown. He been screaming about Diddy for years.
Is it true Diddy gave you oosh-squash?
Man, it was a night of great slip and slidedom. It was a night of great slip and slidedom. Okay?
A lot of baby oil?
No. A lot of spit. A lot of spit where I come from, brother. Okay? A lot of spit. I'm trying to teach you some shit. Long time ago.
How did you feel when you saw this lawsuit that made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill has...
I mean, to each their own, and why would they not have sex when they're gay rappers?
They.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
People wrote him off, saying he was unstable. But now, with all these details lining up, he's looking more like someone who saw it all and finally snapped. Then came the craziest move of all. Within 24 hours of Diddy's arrest, big names started resigning out of nowhere. Kevin Liles, Eric Pryor, Jonathan Holloway, executives who had no public issues, just dipped. People think they either saw what was coming or they were involved in ways nobody's ready to talk about yet. One user said, anyone at any of those parties should be scared. He will squeal like a pig to get out of trouble. While another added, as effed up this Diddy debacle is, this was Hollywood culture before Diddy was born, and he was tutored by the pros like Clive Davis. Diddy would still be on his horrible grind if he didn't pee off the wrong people. This thread runs deep, even to so-called royalty. So what do you make of it all? Drop your thoughts below. We're all eyes on this. And if you're here for unfiltered truth and no holds barred breakdowns, don't just scroll, tap follow, stay locked in, and check out what's coming up next.